And here we go. Alrighty. Let's just get started. Getting started. Here we go. Thorough 69. Ooh, alrighty. Yard boy. Yard boy, you back again. Brandon, how are you doing there, buddy? Action Jackson. I remember Action Jackson from the 60s and 70s. Kenny Smith, how are you? Gary, Jeff, Neil, Seth, Ratchy. What's happening there? Ratchy. Neil, TikToker. What's going on? All righty. How is you and the family? The little one's sick, so I stayed home today. Supposed to go down and hang out with my son, my grandson today, but no, he was sick, so don't want that happening. Hey, Kenny, thank you for that. Thank you. Let's get rolling. We're going to get ready to get started very shortly. Wait for a few more people to get here. Ooh, nice. All righty. Get my cough drop ready to go. How you, James? Inspire me more. How are you doing today? Man, you are on early tonight. What do you mean? It's 9:09. I'm almost on time. I like to think that I'd be here at 9, but I show up at 9:05, 9:03, 9:15, 9:20. But hey, I'm here every night, okay? Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so my name's James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for a predictable, consistent, and safe 1% per week. Using a strategy I like to call Dividend Caption 2.0. I came up with it when my 9-year-old daughter wanted to learn how to trade. Hi, JC. She wanted to learn how to trade, and she said, Daddy, can you teach me to do what you're doing? So, okay, fine. So, at 9 years old, this strategy had to be simple. Hey, excuse me, Avery Random Channel. How are you doing, Avery? I want to learn how to trade. So I had to come up with a strategy that was simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose. So in order to do that, I had to come up with something interesting. Well, I did. 5 rules. Rule number 1. Never buy something you do not understand. Okay? If you don't understand it and you don't know what the company does, don't buy it. Number 2, never sell at a loss. It kind of defeats the purpose. Number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Okay? To do that, I like to look at the dividends, because the dividend is a portion of the profit that the company gives back to the investors. Okay, now we looked the other day, there's 9,642 different companies as of today. So half of them will take all the profits, put it back into the company for capital growth. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong place. I'm letting you know that now. If I was 20, 30 years younger, that's what we'd be doing. But nope, I'm 60, I'm retired, so all the money that I have has to earn enough interest for me to pay my bills. So, just to be 100% honest with you, if I use traditional routes, which, enables you to take a 4% draw per year, that's what all those money market people tell you. Money managers, bankers, brokers, well, you get a 4% draw. You can do, yeah, no, that doesn't work. I'd still be working. Sorry. So, the trading strategy, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Rule number 4, make sure the company has weekly options. Yep, I do deal with weekly optionable stocks. So I do trade stock options and I do trade stocks. So this strategy is stock market investing along with stock options. If you're afraid of stock options, you think they're evil, this might not be a good place for you. Okay? Now, when it comes to trading strategies, it had to be safe, remember? Simple, easy, safe, predictable, consistent, all those kind of nice, neat, fun things. Yeah. Okay. And rule number 5, there's only 5 rules. Rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. Well, in order for the numbers to work, well, it's got to have weekly options. 3 fund portfolios for me. Anonysaurus. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Buddy, how you doing? All right, so simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. That's the 5 criteria. Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable, and weekly options available. And then check the numbers to make sure the numbers work. Panda, I'm glad you like that. So, I gotta plug the monitor in. It don't work without the monitor. Simone, how are you today? All right, give it a second or two. It should pop up any second. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. So, as I was saying, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. 5 rules. Number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure there's weekly options. Consistently profitable, and the numbers. Make sure the numbers work. What platform am I using? It's Thinkorswim. Kenny, hey James, did you see my question? No, Kenny, I didn't see any questions. Let me roll back up. Nope, absolutely no questions at all, Kenny. Okay, how much are all your portfolios worth? Well, if you ain't going to tell me your name, I ain't going to tell you jack or shit. Okay, what platform? That is Thinkorswim. That is from, I was going to say TD Ameritrade, but they got bought out by Charles Schwab. Okay, Charles, you want to take a look at the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line? Hey, James, did you see my question? Kenny, I didn't see your question, so you have to send it up again. What's going on? Rodeo Channel. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. That's what it looks like. Oh, rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. So let me show you what I mean by the numbers. Here we're looking at Apple right here. Now, we all know who Apple is. Now, the numbers, just go with me here for a second. It may or may not make sense at first, but it will as you continue to listen. Okay? When I say make sure the numbers work, well, this is Apple. We all know that. Here's the current price right here, $216.32. That's what the closing price was today. Okay? So, what can I buy it for? The last, the bid, the ask, the volume, the open, the high, the low. Okay? Those are the only numbers you need to know when it comes to the stock. The open, the high, the low, the bid, the ask, the volume. Those are the only numbers you need to know when it comes to the stock. Okay? So, the bid is what I could sell it for if I owned it. But if I want to buy it and I don't own it already, well, it's the ask price that I'm paying. $216.25. Now, I want to go to the closest strike price. Now, if you don't want to know what a strike price is, let me explain. The current price, $216. Strike prices are the biggest number directly closest to that number. Okay, so $216 is the current price. So we have $205, $207.50, $210, $212.50, $215, $217.50, $220, so on and so forth. Each stock has a different strike price depending on its price. Well, this one is in $2.50 increments. Every $2.50 is another strike price. The current price, $216. The closest strike price will be right here, between the $215 and the $217.50. So, if I'm buying it here, I'm going to sell somebody the rights to buy it from me. Well, see, I own it, so I'm going to let you buy it from me. For that privilege, you're going to pay me a premium. Okay? So, at $216.25, the $215 premium is going for $3.50 a share. Well, that's more than 1%. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm not looking for the stock to go up in price. I really honestly don't care about that. And I know that's hard for some people to grasp, but I don't care about it. All right, but I do care of where it is on the chart scenario. I'm going to explain that in a second. So as long as the price that I'm collecting, just think of it as I'm doing a favor. You ever call out to your neighbor, hey Joe, hey Mary, I'm running to the store. You want me to pick you up something? Yes, can you get me that? Okay. And then you go to the store, you get that for your neighbor, and your neighbor says, thank you, here, have this for your inconvenience, or they give us a gas money. Do you remember being young in high school? Say, hey, let's go here, let's go there. Good, great. You got any gas money? That's the way it was when I was growing up. Me and my buddies, like, hey, let's go to Pembroke. Hey, let's go to the Hanover Mall. Hey, let's go do this. Great. Who's got gas money? Same kind of thing. If you're buying the stock at 216, you're selling it to somebody else, selling your buddy down the street, the exact same price you paid for or close to it, you're going to collect this. This is called a premium. Okay? Now, that gives them the right to buy it from you at the strike price. Anytime between when they pay for it, most likely in the morning, because I do my trading in the morning, and the expiration date. Now, the expiration date, well, it's different with all stocks. Now, not every stock has options against it. Now, not every stock has options against it that are weekly options. Because a weekly option, well, it's just what it sounds like. Every single week. There's 52 of them in a year. And those are the ones I like. Now, the other options are the monthly options, which you can do once a month. And they expire the third Friday of the month. Actually, they expire on Saturday, but you can't do any trading on Saturday. Market closes at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, so you got to get all your ducks in a row before then. All right. That being said, what can I buy it for? What can I sell a strike price? And what am I collecting? Great. Is that 1% or more? Well, at this moment in time, in this example, yes, this is more than 1%. Great. Well, that number works. Well, what's next? Next, we want to look at the chart, because the chart tells us where has it been, and it gives us an idea of where it might be going. All right, so first thing I want to say, I want to look at 5 things. You're going to see 5 pop up a lot. 5 things I want to say. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, and which direction is it going? Now, this here is a 1-year chart. So, a year ago, there it was. There's the bottom of the year, there's the high of the year, and there's where it is currently. Okay, great. I like it because it's not at the high and it's not at the low. It's somewhere in between. Great, so let's go to the next chart. Now, I usually go to the 30-day chart. The 90-day chart. Okay, the 90-day chart, this is the last 3 months. Can you turn 60,000 into 60 million for me? Sure, why not? First thing I want to see, as always, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, and which direction it's going. So this way it's going sideways, or channeling, basically sideways. After that, okay, you just asked me that question, and I said yes. Now can you go to another question, and we can move on? All right. High, low, was, is, and direction. Cool. Now I want to take a look at the 30 days. The reason I want to take a look at the 30 days is because I want to get a good idea where it's going next based on where it just was. Okay, so this is last week right here. That gives us a good idea what it did last week. This gives us an idea of the week before, the week before. So when you're looking at any time frame, there's only one high and there's only one low. The high, low, where was it, where is it, and what direction is it going? Those are the 5 things I want to see. Now, after that, now I want to see where do I think it's going next. Because stocks only do 2 things. They go up or they go down. That is it. Okay, we're here 30 days ago at 225. She shoots up to 233, drops down, what is that, 217, goes back up 224, and then she gaps down today. All right, so I took one look at that, and I said, hell yeah, I'm buying some of those. Why? Well, because whatever reason it is, okay, it's going to recover at some point in time. Number one, it's Apple. When I show you the next chart, you're going to say, oh, shit, I didn't know that. So hold on a second, type for a second. So here's the high, and here's the low. So where does it usually go? High, low, then back up again. Okay, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So how do I know this is the bottom? Well, it could go down tomorrow. Could, but I don't know. Now, apparently they had an issue with the new phones. Not an issue with the new phones, but an issue with the demand for the new phones. So yeah, those numbers came out, stock dipped. But here's the thing with Apple. Apple just paid a huge fine earlier during the year. The stock dropped huge. But what happens a couple of weeks later? It went right down, back up again. Okay. So here, I bought it because I know eventually this is going to fill and it's going to go to the upside. So you're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. But let's get back to my example. So I think it's going back up. So if I bought it here, sold this, had that, now I'm making my 1%. Well, it's a little over 1% for this coming week. Now, next chart I'm going to show you, relatively new type of chart. It hasn't been around that long. Not many people know about it. It's called a seasonality chart. Okay? A seasonality chart, all the way to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right, December 31st. It shows the year and how it has performed over the years. The blue line represents this year, January, today. This blue dot right here is today. The red line down here is 10 years worth of data. That's 10 years of charts on top of one another. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, so on and so forth. This is the average movement. Well, look at it from January 1st to December 31st. It averages to go up every single year. Okay, fine. So I'm here now, okay, right here. So I have no problem whatsoever buying this because it's going to go to the upside. Based on historical performance. Is it guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed, but it's Apple. That's my reasoning for buying it. Okay. That being said, let's get back to some questions. I'm trying to figure out why my phone is so dark. You guys don't go anywhere for a second. I gotta go to my settings. Display and bright. Why the heck did that happen? Ah, that's much better. All right. Sorry about that. Had to adjust the light on my phone. All right, so let's get back to some questions. Charles, RCL. Okay. RCL. Let's take a look at it. RCL. Royal Caribbean. I like Royal Caribbean. However, Charles, I'm going to say no to it for this week. The reason being, not that I dislike it, the reason being why I'm saying no this week, look at your 30-day high. Well, it's today. I don't like buying at a high, waiting for it to go higher. Okay, Adam, want to take a look at VC, V-I-C-I? V-I-C-I. All right, we'll take a look at that, Adam. Give me a minute or two. All right, so Kenny, I'm going to tell you again, I didn't see your question. So, Bry Guy, NVIDIA. All right, Bry Guy on NVIDIA, I'm going to say no. Thank you for tuning in. It was nice to see you. Have a lovely day. All that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. So anyway, back to this, Charles. I'm going to take a look at Royal Caribbean in 2 weeks. Okay? RCL. RCL. The reason being, because I think it's going to take a little bit of time for the profit taking to kick in here and this thing to come back. Because that's what stocks do. They go up, people take their profits, it comes down. NVIDIA's a no. We already got to that one. Simone wants to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts. AAP. Advanced Auto Parts. Now, I like Advanced Auto Parts. Let's see if it's the right time. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? It's currently at 41.40. The 41s are going for 85. The 42s are going for 52. Both of those are giving over 1%. So the question comes down to is, do I like Advanced Auto Parts? And do I like Advanced Auto Parts at this current price? Okay, great. They're giving me the 1%. The chart, well, it's not at the top and it's not at the bottom, so let's take a deeper look at it. A year ago, we were at 59. We topped out at 88.79. That was the middle of March. Take a look at the bottom. The bottom was Wednesday. Last 30 days. 30 days ago, We opened up at 62.27. The high was 62.80. That's the 30-day high, 62.80. Now from there, she drops down to the bottom, right there. It took 3 weeks or 4 weeks to find the bottom, and the bottom was last Wednesday. Thursday's up day, Friday's an up day, and today was an up day. That's 3 days to the upside on advanced auto parts. Okay, so that being said, that's a perfect time to buy because you have your high, she drops down, turns around, and goes back up again. Because if a stock is going up, it's going to hit a top, and then it's going to turn around and go back down. Then it's going to get to a bottom, and it's going to say, okay, back to the upside again. Can I do NVIDIA? Okay, easy and no. No, NVIDIA is a no. It does not fit. It's just a plain old no. Okay? You want to put your money, if you want to pay $120 for a stock that pays a 1-cent dividend and has a $2 book value means you take everything the company owns and you sell it at a yard sale, flea market, or whatever. Okay? You're going to get $2 a share. Yeah, no thank you. And dividend, 1-cent dividend, yeah, no thank you. All right, let's continue. AAP, what does it do normally this time of year? Okay, now you realize we're coming to the end of the third quarter. I thought you do fib values. What the heck is a fib value? I've never heard the terminology fib value. Let's go back to here. Change this back to standard. Oh, Fibonacci level. No. I do dividend capturing for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year is a simple trading strategy. It was created for a 9-year-old. Adults have a tendency to make it more complicated. Okay, it's supposed to be 5 or 10 minutes a day. That's it. NTR. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Were we talking about advanced auto parts? Find out where she goes this time of year? I got sidetracked. Here we go. Just basically goes sideways. No big ups, no big downs. Not going anywhere. Okay, let's go back to here and go on to the next stock. Now, I like advanced auto parts. Okay. Nice little bounce off that bottom to the upside. Gotta love it. NTR. What the heck is NTR? NTR. Nutrient. Yeah, that's going to be a no. I've never heard of Nutrient. So let's go on over to Yahoo Finance. Now, Yahoo Finance is where I get some of my fundamental data. Okay, with how the stock performs on a consistent basis. What I'm trying to find out is how consistent are they with their increase in prices. Okay? So, Apple users 65, 95, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say no to this because they've only been paying dividends for the past 6 years. Okay? 6 years. That's it. I like 20 years. This is still a juvenile. I want to wait for it to mature a little bit. If you like it, more power to you. Okay? It looks halfway decent. Look, 40, 43, 45, 46. 48, 53, 54. Okay, they've gone up for the past 14 years. Was that right? 14? No, it's an 88. Yeah, 88. That's only 6 years. Oh, sorry, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's only 7 years. 7 years. That's it. Oh, I get you 1%, but how many minutes shares you or spend you usually suggest? All right, Pritton, Sydney. I have 98% of all my money invested at all times. Now, I know it might be tough for some of you younger folks. Now, the reason I say younger folks is when you get to a point where your children move out and it's just you, and then you downsize and you're into a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom small little condo or small little cottage someplace where life is simple and easy, and yeah, mowing the lawn and trimming the trees takes maybe a half hour. That's it. You got nothing else to do. all your bills are in line and everything is accounted for. Yep, life is simple and easy. So yeah, 1% per week works out fine for me because I'm at that point where I have almost no overhead whatsoever. Okay, so when you get retired, everyone moves out, everyone's married, and all of a sudden, it's just you and your significant other, and then you're trying to figure out, what do we do today? And you don't have to, it's a wonderful place to be, but everything is different. Well, look at things differently. Okay. So yeah, 98% of all my money is invested. I make all my trades on a Monday, so I know exactly how much money I have coming in on a Monday. What do you look at when investing? I look at consistency of increased dividends and weekly options. That's it, just two things. When I say simple and easy, okay, simple and easy, does it have dividends and are they consistently increasing? And do they have weekly options? That's it. After that, then I'll take a look at book value. I'll take a look at return on investments. I'll take a look at a lot of the fundamentals. Then once I figure out, okay, these fundamentals I can deal with, these I cannot. Okay, when I first looked at NVIDIA was valued at $1,200 a share, and the book value was $2. Okay, and their dividend was 4 cents. Hell no. But that's me. If you like NVIDIA, if you like the numbers looking in that way, fine, more power to you. Now, I like Ford. Ford's at $10.78. The book value for Ford is $14 a share. I had no problem with that. General Motors, the stock was at 34, and the book value was 44. Great. Yeah, well, NVIDIA with a $1,200, well, now it's $120. But the book value is still $2 a share. Okay, so it's $118 of nothingness. Actually, trade options that you'll ask about NVIDIA. Yeah, I know that options, there's a huge difference between options and dividends. But I do want to get into dividends. Okay, I get it. There's 9,642 stocks available in the stock market. 9,642. Okay, NVIDIA has a 1 cent dividend and a 2 cent book value. And you think out of that 9,641 other companies aren't better than that? Well, hell yes, there's a whole bunch of them. That's why NVIDIA's not on my list. All right, let's get back to where we were. I bought RTX 54 and also VC, blah, blah, blah. I missed Intel this morning, and it's still goodbye for tomorrow. Dragon, hold on a second. Oh, man. I'm not used to talking so much. This is not the job for someone who doesn't talk. All right. We're taking a look at ASMI. Never heard of it. ASMI. That's going to be a no because it has no options. Sorry. QCOM. I like QCOM. QCOM. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Cool. 166.61. 166.99. The 167s are going for 255. That's well over 1%. And I know who QCOM is. I have no idea who ASMI is. Never heard of them. NTR, never heard of them either. All right, let's move forward. So the numbers over here work fine. More than 1%. Great. Let's take a look at the chart. The high, the low, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay, a year ago, we were at 112.92. We bottomed out in October at 103.76. Topped out 230.63, and that was in the middle of June. Okay, middle of June. She stair steps her way to the bottom right there. The end of July. Up, down, up. Ooh, looks good. So let's keep on going. Where are we? Last 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. Here we go. So, 30 days ago, we channeled to the side here. Here's our top, 176.20. Then she drops down to 157.50. Then she shoots back up. I'd be a little concerned with this right here because it looks hypothetically looks like it should continue to the upside. But what happened here? Okay? I'd like to wait till tomorrow to figure out what is this an anomaly or is this just a little hiccup? Can you see US 100? I have no idea what that means. All right, so the 167 is going to give me 255. That is more than 1%. That is what I'm looking for. Now, 30 days ago, here's our high, here's our bottom. It should be upside. Hypothetically, it should go up, but I'm a little concerned about what happened today. So we wait till tomorrow, see what happens. But what does this thing normally do every year? For that, the seasonality chart, what does that look like? Well, it looks as if she's going to dip just a tiny bit from here for the next week, next 2 weeks. It's going to dip just a tiny bit, and then it's going to go back up again and recover. Now, that's just historical performance. That's what it's done over the last 10 years. It doesn't guarantee what it's going to do next. It just gives us an idea where it's been before. And what does QCOM do? Well, they don't invent new stuff all the time. It's just the same thing. Day after day after day after day. Extremely monotonous. I thought this was monotonous, just trading the same stocks over and over and over again. Those people are just, phone calls, phone calls, phone calls, phone calls. That's all they do. Yeah, no thank you. All right, Lion Luxury Poodles and Doodles. That's an interesting name, dude. Darbenley, how are you today? Rich Burner, good evening. KB, how are you? How many contracts you buy at a time? Okay, number one, Cantu Group, I don't buy them. Sorry, I sell. Now you got to remember, with stock options, you have buyers and you have sellers. 80% of all options expire worthless. So I like to have the odds and probabilities on my side. So I'm a option seller. I buy the stock and I sell the options against them. Okay, yeah, it's boring, it's slow, it's repetitive, it drives me up the wall because it's the exact same thing over and over and over again. But here's the thing. It's consistent, it's predictable, it's safe, and it's simple. It's a simple trading strategy, and it was created for a 9-year-old. It's one of the safest strategies there are. You buy the stock, you sell a covered call against it. Okay? If the stock, when the option expires, great. Well, you do it again. And you do it again until it hits your target. Once it hits your target, well, you're profitable. Guess what? I'm profitable every single week, 1% every week. And that's over 50% per year. So if that's not okay with you, then this is not the place for you. If you're looking for more than 50% per year, this is not the place for you. Darbenley, as you mostly enter in 2 days up, what is the maximum days you not usually entering? Darbenley, it's not that easy. It's not that cut and dry. Okay? Okay, you have to look at the overall picture. Now, every time you look at a chart, the 1-year chart, the 6-month chart, the 3-month chart, the 30-day chart, the seasonality chart, each picture is going to give you a little piece of the puzzle. Now, you're going to take as many pieces of the puzzle in order for you to come up with your answer. How many pieces of the puzzle do you need? How many objects, items, indicators, hints, clues, whatever you want to call them, do you need in order to say, you know what, this is my idea, this is what I think. Oh, I got Laura, thank you. Woohoo! I got some flowers, and you didn't. All right, anyway, so each chart is going to tell you something different. Here's the 30-day top, here's the 30-day bottom, right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days are higher than this last day right here. But this one is throwing me off, okay? Because it goes up until it finds a point where it turns around. Could this be? It could be, but I don't know yet. We'll find out tomorrow, because if tomorrow she's higher than yesterday, which was Friday, then I know this is just a glitch. Every once in a while you have glitches, you know? So to answer your question, Darby, every chart is different. Not really hugely different, but the overall, because you have to coordinate the numbers with the chart and with the when are they paying their dividend. So you have the calendar first, when are they paying their dividend? Okay, what do the numbers look like? Okay, am I getting my 1%? Great. So what's the chart telling me? What's the seasonality telling me? Okay, and then whether it's 2 days to the upside, 3 days to the upside. So here we have what, 6? I'd still jump in because you have all that distance between the high and where it currently is, and that's more than 2 days. So yeah, I'd still jump in if it wasn't for today. Real pranks. Apple has best seasonality in October. You're absolutely right, towards the end of October. Yep, Pittman, Apple's good. How many contracts do you buy at a time? Okay, Cantu Group, I already answered that question. I don't buy options. Now I just missed a whole bunch of... Jen, thank you for that. That was sweet of you. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I'm caught up again. Hold on a second. What website are you using? I'm not using a website. This is called Think or Swim. You can download this for free onto your computer, your laptop, whatever. Now, I don't get any commissions. I don't get any kickbacks, nothing like that. I just like the trading platform. That's all it is. It's a trading platform. Now, what I suggest people do, if you're new, is to download it and use it. Okay, when you're signing in, you have a choice: real money, paper money. I suggest you do paper money until you get real good at it, and you'll know. See, I had a conversation with a gentleman this morning, and he said he was really surprised I didn't try selling something. I said, well, you ain't ready to buy anything, okay? Which was true, because he wasn't. Okay, anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, when you start paper trading, this was one of his questions. How will I know when it's time for me to put real money into the stock market? I said, well, I said, that's an easy one. You start paper trading, and then you get good at it, and you make it effortless, and you make it seamless, and you see the profits consistently roll in. The time you know when it's time for you to put real money into it, and you know, they say get off the couch and play the game, yeah, is when you can't sleep one day because you're saying, oh shit, if I was just real money, I could have made all this, and then really kick yourself in the ass, and it keeps you up all night. That's when you know it's time to get in with the real money. Don't use real money until you know what you're doing. This is what I told. Do the paper trading. Stock market's been around for over 400 years. It ain't going anywhere. Okay, we have our ups, we have our downs. We have our pullbacks, we have our recessions. We have our pullback, we have our bull markets, we have our bear markets. It's going to be here for a long period of time. If you take a good look, I mean a real good look, okay? 2,000 years ago, even in the Bible, they mention where there were money lenders and borrowers. Okay, the people would borrow money from the people who had it, and they would pay them back. Even in the fables of Gilgamesh, written, was it 4,000, 6,000 years ago? They have mathematical equations, in clay tablets, mathematical equations to figure out percentage rates for people to pay back when they borrowed money from someone. It's like, really? They had that back 6,000 years ago? Yeah. Okay, so this is not something new. So regardless of what happens to the economy, what happens to the world, yeah, there's always going to be Coca-Cola. There will always be the electric company, car company. Well, they may, you know, who knows what's going to happen. But there's certain things we're always going to need. Those are the companies you jump into. Something you know that's been around, that's going to continue to be around. I love Coca-Cola, Pepsi, General Motors, Ford, IBM. You know, companies I grew up watching. Oh, how many? Okay. Ponzolf. Google. No, Google doesn't pay dividends. And if they do, they just started. I think somebody told me that. But I'm pretty sure, whoops, I'm pretty sure they just started paying dividends. And I don't like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Google, with all the money Google has, paid 2 dividends, okay, this year. That's it. 20 cents. The guy has billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, and he gives the shareholders a measly 20 cents a share. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, Google's not going to be on my list for another 19 years. DJT doesn't have dividends. Ooh, Dunker wants to take a look at Whirlpool. WHR. I like Whirlpool. WHR. Whirlpool. Okay, really quickly. High, low, was, is, direction, 100, 64, 101. Is that right? No, 101s. 155. Good. It gives you your 1%. Great. Let's take a look at the chart. You can make it quick. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Okay? Here it is, Whirlpool. Okay, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Where's it going? Okay, what can I buy it for? What can I sell it for? What am I collecting? That's over 1%. Great. Now let's go to the next phase. Next phase is, okay, the high of the year was 138. The bottom of the year in May was 85. Well, currently, here's where we are. Here's where we are currently. This is the last 30 days. This gives me an idea of where it's going to be in the next 5 days. Because today's Monday, I want to jump in on a Monday or a Tuesday and be out by Friday. Great. So where is it now? 30 days ago, we were here, 96. Jumps up to 104, drops down to 92. Look, 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. Well, there's still some room to go from here to here within the next 4 days. Okay, fine. Well, if tomorrow morning I decided I want to do this, I'd buy it, I'd sell it, I'd collect that, and that's over 1%. What does Whirlpool usually do this time of year? This time of year, Whirlpool does one of these things. All right, she dips just a tiny bit and then goes sideways. Okay, fine. Can you deal with that? Now, seasonality is not guaranteed. It just gives us an idea of what has it done in the last couple of weeks. Okay, over the last 10 years. I mean, what does it normally do? What does Whirlpool usually do? Well, they make appliances. Well, do they do anything else? No, they make appliances. All right. Bry guy. Looking for monthly dividend stocks or bonds to create monthly income. Any tips? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them out there. But Bry guy, you're looking for something that is not on my radar. I know it's there, but I don't pay attention to it because it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not looking for monthly income. I'm looking for weekly income. Big difference. Okay, first gift. Woohoo! All right. CTO. What the heck is CTO? Now, usually when I say, what the heck is that? It's usually going to be a no. And lo and behold, it's a no. Now, Bry guy, here's a monthly option stock right here. So if you want something monthly, there you go. CTO. I have no idea what the hell they do. Monthly options, I don't even bother looking at them because the numbers just don't work. As you mostly enter in 2 days, yeah, we already did that. DJT, nope. CTO, nope. CTO, nope. TO. What the heck is TO, Bruno? Bruno. What the heck is TO? Oh, TO's a no. Occidental Petroleum, OXY. Okay. See, some of them I know off the top of my head because those are the ones that I trade consistently. When I say what the heck is CTO, it means I've never traded it before. So Mac, Occidental Petroleum. Let's take a gander. You ready? High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Here we are down at 51. You're going to make your most money buying low and selling high. Well, you think you can get any lower than the low of the year? No, the low of the year is right here, and it's bouncing up. It's bouncing off that bottom. That's what I like to see. Because if I'm going to buy low and sell high, Bruno, you say CTO one more time, I'm just going to, I'm going to have one of the moderators just eliminate you because, I already said no to CTO, and I don't know why you want me to look at it. If I said no, you think by having me look at it, I'm going to change my mind? Well, no means no. Ooh, remember that song? What part of no don't you understand? All right. High, low, was, is, blah, blah, blah. 51.26. The 51s are going for 79. Cool. The 52s are going for 34. You're going to get your 1% out of this one, out of the 51, which is good because you're already halfway in the money. Okay, great. So, a year ago, Occidental Petroleum was 66. We topped out at 71.33, and that was back in April. Okay? Last 30 days, 30 days ago, we opened up at 57.60. We hit a high a week and a half later at 58.47. So we got our high way over here 3 weeks ago, and our bottom was last Wednesday. Thursday was an update, Friday was an update, and today's an update. That's 3 days to the upside. You're going to make your money buying low and selling high. And what does it do? Well, every chart you look at, okay, whether it's a 1 year chart, whether it's a 6 month chart, whether it's a 3 day chart, there's going to be one high and there's going to be one low. Gray matter, what's happening? All right, so high, low is. Okay, she shoots down. Here's your bottom. She's bouncing off the bottom. And she's going to the upside. Okay, from 58 down to 50, that's an $8 drop. An $8 drop on a $58 stock is 15%, somewhere in that area. Mark, you want to take a look at Microsoft. MSFT. Now, Mark, do you like the Microsoft dividend increase today? I didn't even see it. Okay, you're under the impression that I keep my eye on this thing at all time. No, I don't. I do my trades in the morning and take, well, this morning was Monday, which was the beginning of week number 12 of the quarter. Okay, there's 13 weeks in a quarter. We got 2 weeks left, this week and next week. And then after that, well, we have the fourth quarter beginning. So we got 2 weeks left to the third quarter. That's where we are right now, week number 12. Okay, so at week number 12, I have no idea where I was going with that comment. Oh, yeah, so I don't really look at it every day. So I'm going to say no to Microsoft right off the bat for a couple of reasons. Would we like to know all the reasons or just, whatever? So up, down, up, yeah, she's going to get ready for some pullback. Because when you're going from 400 to 430, that's a $30 increase on a $400 stock. That's a little bit less than 10%. What 8% maybe? I take profits after 2 or 3%. I don't care. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm just looking for a 1% increase. That's it. All right. No to Microsoft. Z-Man, Tup. It's not Tupperware. Wow. Huh, that's interesting. Let me take a look on the dividends for Tupperware. What the hell's going on here? All right. TUP. How many dividends does Tupperware have? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to say no to Tupperware. Take a look at the dividends. I mean, they're going back to 2004. Jack! Did they really? That's probably why they dropped down to 50 cents. All right. So why is someone asking me to take a look at Tupperware? Z-Man, what are you thinking? Charles, NTR is a no. We already said that. ARM. Kimberly. Kimberly, not boring. Okay, Kimberly. ARM. What the heck is ARM? ARM. ARM Holdings Equity. All right. ARM. All right. Kimberly, I'm terribly sorry, but ARM has no dividends at this time. So that means it doesn't really fit in this trading strategy. Uber, I can 100% guarantee they do not have 20 years of increased dividends. That much I do know. Yes, NTR is a no. I said no 6 times, Bruno, so thanks, but no thanks. Okay, hold on. Where were we? Laura Medley, how are you today? Your trading strategy sounds interesting. How can I learn? Sit back and just listen. Robert, all right, let me go back. Where did I, Whirlpool, there we go. OMF. What the heck is OMF? OMF. Yeah, that's going to be a no. That has monthlies. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Can you please check CTO? Bruno, no, go away. So you write calls? Yes, I do. Robert, do you find Monday morning is best time to buy positions or later in the day? All right, Robert, see if I can explain something to you in a manner not to be insulting and not to be demeaning or not to be anything other than exactly what it is, okay? Now, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, nicely. I'm at the point in my life where I really don't care about certain things. I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Okay, fine. So I'm looking for a decent company, a company that has consistently increased its dividends to its shareholders or profitable, however you want to look at it. If you want to look at all the annual reports, all the quarter reports, and follow all that crap, hey, more power to you. However you find a company that you're okay with. Me, I like looking at dividends because they're directly connected to the profits of the company. If they increase, well, then the company's got to be profitable in order to increase them. That's my thinking. Okay, I could be wrong, but if they're consistently profitable and they're making more and more money, well, they're going to give more and more money to their investors. That's just the way I think. Okay, so if it doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, I don't even want to look at it. Okay, because there's enough to keep me satisfied with what I want to do. Okay, so 20 years of increased dividends and weekly option. There's about 300 companies that fit that description. Just those two. Okay, after you isolate those two, then you figure out, okay, what's the book value? Okay, what are the financials looking like? And then you break it down from there. Now, to be 100% honest with you, once I get those 300 stocks, I didn't really eliminate that many of them. I eliminated the ones that had a huge difference between the book value and the current price. NVIDIA is a perfect example. $120 stock price and a $2 book value. Okay, to me, that $118 of nothingness just didn't resonate with me. It was just a no. Okay? So, as I was saying, okay, Monday is the beginning of the week. Friday is the end of the week. So if options expire on Friday, the most value I am going to get for that Friday's option is first thing Monday morning, because they have what's called theta decay, which is time value. Okay, so the most amount of time between the opening of the market on Monday and the close of the market on Friday is first thing Monday morning. So if I buy it first thing Monday morning at this price here, I sell the covered call, I collect the premium, and that's 1%. I don't sit in front of my computer looking to get 1.1% or 1.2%. I'm looking for just one. That's it. And then I move on with my life. Because at some point in time, and you will all get there, it's called retirement, where things just have different meaning. I'm not interested in going to work making tons and tons of money to buy whatever crap No, I'm done with that part of my life. Now I'm in the golden days, so I like to just kick back, relax, and do a lot of nothing. In order to do that, I need a certain amount of money. Okay? So 1% a week is plenty for me. So I'm not going to sit in front of my computer longer looking to get 1.1 or 1.2. No, I'm not going to do that. All right? I'd rather go hang out with my grandson and, feed him cake and ice cream and have popsicles and candy, then send him home and laugh at my son. That's one of the things I find joy in, because it is what it is. So So that being said, Monday morning is when I want to get in because it has the highest time value. Because 80% of all options expire worthless. So I want to be on the higher percentage size. I don't want to be a buyer. I want to be a seller. Okay? I want my option that I sell to go to zero, because then I can buy it back at zero and I can close that trade. Anyway, let's keep progressing. Alino, just keep coming back, keep learning that way. Bruno. Oh, haha, Mike. So technically, you double your money every 2 years. Mike, interesting. You don't know your math very well. At 1% per week compounded is 18 months before you double your money. But okay. Can you describe the candle on the screen? What does it mean? Oh, positive disruption. You got to be really new. You're asking a question like that. All right, let's zoom in right there. Okay, a candle. Looks like any other candle, except we have green ones and we have red ones. A green one is an up day. A red one is a down day. Let me explain. You have the wick. See? The wick on the top and a wick on the bottom. The wick on the top is the high price of the day. The wick on the bottom is the low price of the day. Green or red doesn't matter. The top of the wick is the high, the bottom of the wick is the low. Now there's a huge difference between red and green, other than the colors. You got the two horizontal lines, which is the top and which is the bottom, okay? On a red day, which is a down day, the opening price is at the top. The closing price is at the bottom, okay? The horizontal line. On a green day, total opposite. The opening price is at the bottom. The closing price is at the top. Okay, so there's 5 numbers. Remember I told you a lot of 5s? 5 numbers you got to remember when it comes to stock. The open, the high, the low, the close, and the volume. Those are the 5 things you got to know. Open, high, low, close, and volume. Okay, so hopefully that answers it. All right, can you please check CTO? AVGO. Ooh, AVGO. Now, a lot of you guys out there might be asking yourself, why am I ignoring CTO? I'm not ignoring it. I looked at it, I said no, and he just won't leave it alone. Okay? That's what it is. Not like I'm ignoring him. Uh-oh. TV turn off. What? Why is it saying my TV's going to turn off? Yeah. There you go. All right, where was I? Oh, AVGO. First thing I want to look at, as always, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? It's at 163.70 at the moment. Now, this is something I need to point out to you in case you didn't see it, because a lot of you probably didn't see it. The last price of the day today was 164.02. Okay, right here, 164.02. The bid, 163.30. The ask, 163.70. Lower than the last price, lower than the last price. When both the bid and the ask are lower than the last price, the market maker usually pushing it down the next day. So tomorrow, hypothetically speaking, she should be lower than the 164. Okay, that's all that means. Just my humble opinion. Okay, so currently at 164, the 164s are going for $3 a share. That's just a little bit below 2%. All right, well, let's take a look at the chart. A year ago was the bottom of the year at 80.71. We topped out at 185.16, and that was in the middle of June. The last 30 days, yep, I can see that really clear. Last 30 days, here we are, 165, she shoots up to 171, drops all the way down to 135, shoots up to 170, now we come to the downside. Okay, she goes up, down, up, now she's coming down. That's basically all stocks do. They go up, they go down, up and down, up and down. Dell just laid off 10,000 people. Well, alrighty then. Why did Dell lay off 10,000 people? And how many people did they have? Do you remember when when Elon Musk took over Twitter, well, he fired more than half of his staff. And the company's still going strong. And I don't know what the profit margin is now that he took over and fired all those people. I have no idea. But it's still working. You like that, Joe? It's a good point. Okay, they cut out 10,000 people. Okay, great. Is it going to affect the bottom line? Well, you're not paying the insurance, the taxes, the hourly wages on those people. So the people that are working, are they keeping up with the demand? Here's an interesting one for you. I heard this one today. Donald Trump said today, if you want to increase productivity in the job market, I'm not going to put taxes on overtime. Okay? Think about it. Who does overtime? People who do overtime are those people that bust their ass. And you know who you are. You know, put in some overtime, get some extra money. Well, great. Now you do the overtime and you don't have to pay taxes on that money. So he's encouraging people to do overtime, which means he's encouraging people to actually work for a living. Okay? Anyway, I just thought that was cool. All right. Can you describe the candles? I already did that. Jen, thank you very much. That was very nice of you. Which is it? Okay, Laura, what is the name of the site? Okay, Laura, the site is Think or Swim. Okay? It's not a site, it is a trading platform. You can go to thinkorswim.com in order to download it. Hey, Badfish, how are you today? Appliance check. Appliance check, huh? All righty. All right. So Bruno and appliance check want to look at CTO. All right. Ready? CTO. So I'm going to say I gave in. Great. There it is. It's a no. Now, fuck off. That was totally inappropriate. But hey, just pissed me off. Why do I want to look at CTO? I already looked at it. I already said no. They make parts for all major brands. I really don't care. Okay? It's you and your buddy don't seem to understand. When I say I don't care and that's a no, I don't care what they do. And I don't see why you keep pushing it. There's an old proverb. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Why would I want to take a look at CTO when it's a no? I don't give a rat's ass about their dividends. I really don't. And I don't understand what it is you don't understand about that. It's really not that difficult. MPLX. MPLX. There we go. MPLX, again, a no. It is a monthly optional stock. I don't do monthly optional stock. The numbers just don't work. Okay? Dunker? Uh-oh. Here we go. La 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 la. Had to prove I'm human. They got to do that verify thing every once in a while. Okay, Dunker, MPLX. Monthly optional stock. When I say no, I don't like monthly optional stocks. Okay? Because the numbers just don't work for me. All right, Justin, I like Dill. I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll take a look at that in a second. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen to you too. Guten Morgen, Guten Morgen. I forget what language that is. All right, Dell. So Christopher, you have zero experience. Is there hope for me? Well, of course there is. Okay, at one point in time, I had zero experience. Dragon, let's do something that is a yes. Intel. I love Intel. Let's take a look at Intel because Intel is lovely. INTC. Oh, look, weekly options. I like weekly options. It's really not that difficult. There's 9,642 companies. I got 300 to keep my eye on. Why would I want to look at something that's no? Because it just doesn't fit. All right. Intel, high, low, was, is, direction, $20.91. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 2091 was the last price. The bid, 2056, lower. The ask, 2060, lower. The market maker is going to push this thing down tomorrow. Well, of course he is, because he got that $10,000 people fired today. All right, that being said, anyway, the 2091s, I'm looking at the 21s. The 21s, 50 cents, more than 1%. But I would really like to see what it looks like tomorrow morning. Oh, Bruno, you're going from one to another. SO's a no also. Southern Company. Okay, now, Southern Company does have weekly options. Okay, number one, it's at the high of the year. No. So let's take a look at the dividends, because I'm pretty sure there's a no for a reason. Okay. 2004. 2004, which is 20 years. So it's from 36, 37, 39, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47, 49, 51, 53, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66. Hey, it keeps going up. It did. Holy shit. 20 years of increased dividends. Cool. I stand corrected, Bruno. There you go. So it has 20 years of increased dividends. Lovely. So, currently it's at the high of the year. Well, it's going to be no just because of that. $90. The 90's going 55 cents. That's a 0.5%. No. So that's two reasons why it's a no. Okay, the current price right now, $90.09. The 90's going for 55 cents. That's a 0.5%. Because you're losing 9 cents off the top, so I'm walking away with 46 cents. Yeah, okay. And it's at the high of the year. Yeah, no. So that's two reasons why Southern Company is going to be no. Dell. We already looked at Dell, didn't we? Okay. Oh, Dell. All right. Justin, Dell. I like Dell. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? 115. The 116s are going for 203. That's over 1%. All right. I like it. So, here's the thing. A year ago, we're on 60. A year ago, we're at 60 bucks. She goes up to 180. That is a 300% increase. Pay attention to the numbers here for a second. Do you buy Yield Max? No, sorry, I don't. Okay, that is a 300% increase in 9 months. Okay, 3 months, it drops 50%. Okay, then from there, it jumps up $25. Okay, so $25 is not 20%, yeah, 20%, 24%, 25%. Okay, up 300%, down 100%, up 25%. That's where we are right now. Look at the numbers, because the numbers are huge. Okay, last 30 days, here we are. Okay, 30 days ago, we opened up at 106. We get a high at 118. We drop all the way down to 102. Now we're at 115. Well, the 116s are going for 203, which is more than one. It's almost 2%, but not quite. Just a little bit less than 2%. Okay, so what does Dell normally do this time of year? Normally. Okay, right there. Seasonality has Dell going to the upside. Look at that. That almost looks as good as Apple. Look, January. Okay, January way over here. December way over here. Look at that line. That's almost straight to the upside all for the whole year. Okay, great. Well, I like Dell. And it is going to give me over 1%. There's your answer right there. Hope that works for you. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying. I'm just reading the numbers. You figure out what you want to do from there. AVGO. We already looked at AVGO. What do you think about QQQ? No. TMR. What the heck is TMR? Right, Taiwan. No. TMR. All right. TMR is a no. Oh, QQQ for tomorrow. Yeah, QQQ. Yeah, no, I don't do the Qs. Okay, the reason why I don't do the Qs, here you go. I'll show you why. Q, Q, Q. All right. Now, Qs have been paying dividends for a very long time, so I'm not going to go all the way back. Okay, let's go back just to what, 2012? Let's just look at the numbers, because it's basically consistent the same time over and over and over again. Nolan Anthony, we sweeping the floor and going long here. I have no idea what that means, Nolan. Hey, what about Berkshire Hathaway? They don't pay dividends. Sorry, Arrow. Okay, so the Qs. 2012. I went from 11 cents to 14. Okay. 14 to 20. Okay. 37 to 16. It cut it in half. 22, 24, 27, 37. 37 to 21. It cut it by a third. 25, 24, 39, 24, 32, 29, 36, 27. Yeah, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But look, the numbers don't even get that big. Okay? Look at this. 20 years ago, it's at 38. Whoops. Okay? And last year, 22, which is less than it was 20 years ago. The dividend is less last year than it was 20 years ago. That's one reason why I don't like it. Another reason, check out the yield. You put your money into the Qs, you're getting 0.61%. That's a little over 0.5% for the year. So I'm giving you $475 per share, and you're giving me back 0.61. That's almost a little over 0.5%. Okay, inflation is going to eat that up, and you're going to go backwards consistently. Okay, profit and loss year to date 16%. Well, we are into week number 34. Okay, 1% a week would be 34% for the year. At 1% a week, this one is at 16, and it's the Qs, and it's supposed to be huge. But you're only giving a six. Yeah, no, thank you. You really need to check your numbers, Prantham. Check your numbers. Do your research. Find out where's the best place for you to invest your money. Okay, once you take control of your own money and you start investing it yourself, and you're not paying other people. Berkshire Hathaway is going to be a no only because they don't have dividends. Okay? GE, General Electric. Okay, it's at the high of the year. So that's going to be a no right off the top. See it? I like General Electric. They've been around for over 100 years. And they pay halfway decent dividends. But, you know, it's just a no. 181, the 181s. Okay, nice return. But you're at the high of the year. You're buying it. You're buying it high, waiting for it to go higher. You're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. Not buying high and waiting for it to get higher. You know, it doesn't work that way. But if it does, you know, hey, more power to you. Line, E-L, line? What the heck is line? L-I-N-E. Usually when I say what the heck is that, it's usually a no, and it is. See, line is a no. Monthly optional stocks means I can only do it once a month, 12 times a year. No, thank you. The numbers just don't work. Poseidon's last molar, how are you tonight? Justin, we already did Dell. All right, Mike, Phoenix, no. All right, Mike, you know what? Just for the fun of it, let's take a look. Now, I created years ago a weekly compound interest calculator, okay? Now, a weekly compound interest calculator allows you to take X amount of dollars, okay? Take X amount of dollars to start with. Then, if you want, you can make periodic deposits. You know, $5 a week, $10 a week, $100 a month, $253.16 every other week. A consistent deposit, okay? There's a spot for that right there. And the computer adds it in. It's not a computer, it's a math program that I had to come up with because nobody else had it. All right, and it allows me to change the interest rate. Well, my interest rate that I'm working with is 1% a week. So that's right here. Deposit frequency, right there. Where the deposits are made, end of the period, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't change it that whole much. Time frame. Now, I can do time frame. I can do it monthly or I can do it yearly. See? Monthly. So, I think it's 16 months. Okay? Now, we're going to see how long it takes to double this at 1% per week. Okay, you're saying 2 years. I'm saying 16 months. Okay, so 16 months at 1% per week. Okay, I'm off by 65 cents. Okay, so 16 months to double your money. 16. That's less than a year and a half at 1% per week, compounded. Celsius is going to be a no. Sorry, they haven't been around for 20 years. What about Nike? Okay, let's take a look at Nike. SPY is going to be a no. NKE. Okay, spiders are almost the same as the Qs. Okay, the numbers look good in theory, yeah, but the rate of return is horrible. And the consistency is just as bad. Wait, let me tell you something. That's a cool name. How do I feel about Palantir? How do you feel about me saying no to Palantir? The reason why is because Palantir, I don't think they have dividends. I think that was the reason why they're a no. What is it? PLTR? PLTR. Yeah, they have no dividends. That's why PLTR is a no. All right, Cesar, Celsius, no. They haven't been in business for 20 years yet. Rich Bruner, yeah. All right, Palantir, uh-oh. I missed some questions. Bro, no. This simply buy dividend stock selling the options against the stock. Correct. PAA, Plains All American, is that right? PAA? Plains All American, okay. Now, I bought PAA once before. I do remember that. Peanut butter jelly, we already looked at Intel. All right? So, PAA, here's our high, here's our low, here's where we were, here's where we are, here's the direction it's going, $17.94. The 18s are going for 5 cents a share. That's horrible. Sorry, I'm going to say no to PAA. Some other guy's account, Dividend Stock Talk, I feel. You're going to be leery of that one. All right, some other guy's account, you got to be leery of the Dividend Stock Talk dudes because there's 27 other people pretending to be me. Okay? So you may get text messages, DMs, email from someone telling you they're me and this is what you should do. Yeah, if you really want to talk to me, I'm telling you right now, DM me with your phone number, I will give you a call. It's actually that simple. You are wrong. Intel went up nicely after hours. I have no problem whatsoever being wrong. INTC. Okay, well, Intel is at 2091 and it's currently at 2260. I'm not quite sure how I was wrong. Okay, I always say I like buying, wait a minute, Intel. I didn't buy any Intel this week, but you're right. Okay, here's your high, 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. Thursday was an update. Friday was an update. Today would have been a perfect day to jump on in. Okay, I didn't buy it. Okay, I'm a bot. Okay, cool beans. How can I buy or sell? Is that Edic Stocks? Interesting name. Carp Rick, General Mills, GIS. We'll take a look at that one. Didn't I hear something in the news lately about General Mills? All right, General Mills is going to be a no. GIS. The reason why it's going to be a no, it is a monthly optionable stock. Monthly optional stocks means I can only do it once a month, 12 times a year. Okay, 12 times a year means I'm only going to make anywhere between 12 to 24%. No, I'd rather make 50%. Sorry, General Mills is going to be a no. Panda, VGT. Vegetarian. Okay, VGT is going to be no. I'm not some news with Amazon. Okay. X. Okay, I'm understanding. Okay. Stowe. Dell is a great buy right now. Yeah, we just talked about that a little while ago. That's a 200% increase. Are we talking about Dell? D-E-L-L. Okay. So Dell from 60 to 120 is 100%. 120 to 180 is 200%. Ah, I stand corrected. You are correct, Stowe. That's a 200% increase. I'll help them. James, Macy's, WBA, Clorox, Deere, Key Bank, CVS, Caterpillar, McDonald's. How's that? Hey, you can do 4. Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice of you to show up. All right, Panda, BBRE. Oh my goodness. Panda, who has been feeding you some of this stuff? BBRE. Don't get me wrong. I mean, people don't know that they don't know that they don't know. You know, it's nothing wrong with admitting you don't know something. Okay, BBRE is going to be a no for me. It's not something I would never even consider. It has no options whatsoever. So what's my opportunity to make money on that? Well, to buy it and hope it goes up. That's it. I mean, do they have dividends? I don't know. I don't care because it doesn't have options. It's going to be a no. Sweeping the floor for overtime. Oh, hello from Jennifer. Donovan, no sound. I have no idea what that means. Following your system, bought Exxon this morning, 112 calls. Expired Friday. Okay, the premium was 141. Okay, XOM. Okay, so ExxonMobil. High, 124, bottom 96. A year ago, we're at 116. We're currently at 112. Down, up, down, up, down. The 112.90, the 113s are going for 103 to 115. You might get your 1% out of that. So let's take a look. What is he talking about? It was a nice play. Look at it. 30 days ago, we're at 118. Very next day, we're at 120.50. She drops, goes back up, drops. Here's the bottom. 30-day top, 30 days ago. 30-day bottom right here. 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. He bought the 112s. And what did you get for them? 141. Nice going. Good for you, Topol. You've been here for a while. It's not about time you did something. You know, I'm not, saying anything like that. We are losing audio. What stock is that? That is ExxonMobil. No, I don't buy Yield Max. Sounds you're muffled. Yeah, I got these microphones, so I got to start using them again. Because when I turn away, it gets muffled. This way I put it right there. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start using those again tomorrow. Won't worry about that then. Following your system. Okay, premium was 114. Go. Ayo. Hey. Oh, Lazy Rices. 3M. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3M is going to be a no. I'm going to say no for this week. And the reason why it's going to be a no for this week, it's at the high of the year. Okay, if you want to play that game, you be my guest. Okay? I make my money by buying low and selling high. Not buying high, waiting for it to go higher. Sorry, I don't play that. AT&T, s'mores. How's it going there, dude? AT&T. Ooh, that's another no. Only because it's at the high of the year. Okay? You should have bought AT&T weeks ago. Where's the turnaround? There's a turnaround here, turnaround here, turnaround there, turnaround there, turnaround here. turn around there. It's a whole bunch of turnarounds. Okay, stocks go up. Once they get to a certain height, they pull back. Once they pull back, that's when to buy. Not buying here, okay? I won't buy at a high. I mean, eventually, investors are going to say, wait a second, AT&T's not worth 25. AT&T's not worth 26. AT&T. At some point, they're going to say, wait a minute, it's not worth this. And then it's going to start to come down. Then it comes down to a point, and I'll turn around and go back up again. Yes, I like 3M. We looked at 3M. State Street, I need a ticker symbol. What about FXAIX? That's going to be a no. Anything shorts? The reason why it's going to be a no, because I've never heard of it. FXIAX. Can't find that symbol. State Street. State Street Corporation, STT. No. Okay, Eric? Monthly options. I don't do monthly options. The money's just not there for me. Brian, CVS. I like CVS. I actually own some CVS. Okay, so here we go. High, low, is direction. Look at it. It's in a nice little channel at the moment. What does a channel mean? Well, there's a high and there's a low. Okay, you buy low, sell high. So buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Okay, I love channels. Okay. High of the year was 83.39. A year ago, we're at 71. Big drop from 67 down to 55. Currently, we're sitting at, here we go. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. The reason why I say it's going to be a tough one, look where we are. All right, 30 days ago, we're at 58. We got a top at 59.70. A bottom down here at 54.50. Okay, see where we are now, there's still room for it to go higher, but it's closer to the top than it is to the bottom. So there's a lot of room for it to fall. But it is in an upward trend at the moment. Okay, so at 58.37, the 59s are going for 55 to 59, which is about 1%. Because right now, the last traded price was 58.37. There is no 58.50s. So the 59s are going for 55 to 59, almost 1% right there. Okay, the 58s are going for 105. Take that off. Yeah, the 58 will be better. Okay, the 58 is going for 105. It's a better trade because you're still getting your 1% and it's already in the money. So stock doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to go up. Yeah, Eric, I saw it. State Street. It's going to be a no. Sorry. Dow Jones. Dow is always a no. Uh-oh. Okay. Lou Mix. All right, Lou, let's take a look at the Dow. D-O-W. D-O-W. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? 50.65. The 50.88, the 51s are going for 37 to 49. Sorry, dude. Just not enough money there. There are too many other. Don't get me wrong. Dow is on my list. Okay? There's some weeks it's a yes. Some weeks it's a no. It just so happens that this week it's a no. Even though she's priced right, look at where she is. Okay? Your 30-day highs here. Here's your 30-day bottom. You get 2 days to the upside already. So it is in turning around and going to the upside. Well, great. But I'm not making my 1%. So it's going to be a no for me today. But if you like it, what about NVIDIA? No. NVIDIA has a book value of $2. That's it. $2. The stock's around 120, but it's only worth $2. The dividend on NVIDIA is 1 penny. So explain to me why you think that's good. And then maybe I might look at it. Other than that, no thank you. All right. Patty, second time catching you live. Don't get notifications. Are you only live Monday? No, Patty, I'm here every single night. Now, just a little bit of trivia for you. I first stepped in front of the camera live January, I think 2nd or 3rd, something like that. I've been live every single night except for two. Okay, once I was sick, the other time I had to take someone to the emergency room. So I've been here every single night. So I kind of help you out there. WST. WST. What the heck is WST? When I say what the heck is something, it usually means it's going to be a no. Monthly options. Sorry, no, doesn't work. Not for me. If you like it, more power to you. Hello from Jennifer. Every night, usually. No. Every night. I've only missed two. NUE. Ooh, NUE. Is that Nucor? NUE? Nucor. I was right. Okay. Nucor. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction are we going? 142 to 143s are going for 260. Nice. Nice. That's a little over 1%, 1.5%. Okay, fine. What dividend stocks should I have in my portfolio? Eye rolls, how are you today? Most people start off with a conversation of, hey, hi, hello. You know, I can't tell you that. Okay, eye rolls. The reason why I can't tell you that, I know absolutely nothing about you. Okay, so I can't tell you to buy something if I know nothing about you whatsoever. I have no idea how old you are. I have no idea what you're looking for. I have no idea what your risk parameters are. I know absolutely nothing. Stonks. I have no idea what stonks mean. Should I invest in AI? I can't tell you what to do, malicious. I can't. I have no idea who you are. You never know. You never know. A VST. All right. Mentis Mysterium. Interesting. Wait, let's finish up with Nucor first, okay? Hold on. Would I invest in AI? No, I've seen too many Terminator movies to do anything with computers. Terribly sorry. All right. I really like AI. Well, more power to you. It has its place. Would I invest in 7-Eleven? No. Did you lose much from COVID? I didn't lose anything. How did you get into finance? I made so much money I couldn't figure out what the hell to do with it. That's a funny story, but it's actually true. You know, I was in my 20s and they're throwing these huge chunks of money at me, and it's like I had a family, I got this and that, and I wanted to build something for the future because I knew at some point that was going to catch up to me. Didn't know it would be here so quick. Anyway, let's finish up with Nucor. All right, so the numbers work with Nucor. Great. What would you say to those starting investing? That's very motivational. Okay, thank you. What I'd say to those investing, don't be in a hurry. No. Yeah, the word don't there. Don't be in a hurry. Do research. Find out what it is you want. Make sure you invest in something you understand. But invest as much as you're comfortably able to. I'm joking, just do it right. Yeah. Okay. Do it consistently and do it so much it's almost uncomfortable. Because at some point, when you get enough money that you can live off of your interest, the burden that is lifted off of you from having to there's a huge difference from having to have to go to work in order to pay your bills to survive. That sucks. That's why they call it a grind. But once you get to a point where financial freedom, where you can work if you feel like it. Now, I like working, don't get me wrong. But I'll never go back to work punching a time clock for anybody. Because I have enough set aside that my 1% per week is enough to give me peace of mind for the rest of my life, well, provided that nothing bad happens to me. What dividend stocks should I have in my portfolio? I can't tell you that one. Let's finish up with Nucor, okay? Another question. I already know that, but I was just wanting to know if it was really hold on. I already know that, but I just wanted to know if you're really honest. So I'm going to ask you, is it a bull run of BTI? Okay, Terry, sorry, kiddo. I don't do crypto at all. Okay, so if you think I'm telling you something about crypto and you're getting emails or texts about me, nope, it's not me. Okay, there's 27 other people pretending to be me, using my picture, using my videos, and claiming it's me. They even have, what's funny is this, I got a copy of an email someone sent. I thought, oh, fuck, it does sound like me. But it wasn't me, right? I don't do crypto. And apparently the email was telling the guy to buy some Bitcoin. And he asked me, he said, well, why are you telling me to buy Bitcoin? I said, I ain't telling you to buy Bitcoin. So when I tell people, you really want to talk to me, send me your phone number. I'll call you. If you could tell yourself something about investing, your past self, what would you say? Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. If I could tell my past self something, read the book by Wade Cook earlier. Because I read it after about 10 years as it's been published. Okay, so here we are. Highs at 203, bottoms here at 135. That's a big drop from 203 down to 135. That's almost $70. That's like a 30% drop. Almost. All right. That being said, a year ago we're at 157. We topped out at 203, bottomed out at 132. All right. But here's the nice thing. Here's your 30-day bottom. 3 days to the upside. I like 3 days to the upside off of a 30-day bottom. Okay? Because on a 30 days, you're going to have one high and one low. And you're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. Now, you can't get any lower than the 30-day low. Because there's nothing lower than the 30-day low. In the 30-day time frame, of course. I mean, if we looked at 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 years, we might find it a little lower than this. But that doesn't do us any good looking at 10 or 15 years ago. Well, I want to look at current data. Because current data is going to give me an idea what next week is going to look like. And that's my main concern. Because I want to jump in on Monday and be out on Friday. I want to make sure it's a good deal. Well, I know who Nucor is. I know what they do. So it's on my list. The numbers look good. The chart looks great. But what is seasonality telling me? I like to have all my ducks in a row, or all the odds and probabilities in my favor. Well, here's the seasonality. Well, seasonality tells me this thing's going to dip a little bit. Okay? That's what it's done in the past. It doesn't guarantee that's what it's doing. That's like when you're driving forward and you're looking looking through the windshield where you're going. Well, where's it been? Well, that's the rear view mirror. And there's a reason why the rear view mirror is small and your windshield is big. Because you want to know where you're going. This just tells us where we were and what it's been doing over the last 10 years, this time frame. Okay, fine. But current trend, okay, the current trend, this right here, supersedes the historical performance. Because this is now, and historical performance is yesterday, or years ago. Okay, so I like Nucor. Just to give you an answer, whatever-ish. Mentis Mysterium. O is a no. Charles, VST? Isn't VST a no? VST. Vista Group. Okay, so what are we looking at on dividends for VST? VST. Am I reading that right? The dividend on VST is 1%? Or, excuse me, 1.03 for the year. Why? Charles, please tell me. You're joking. You're not putting money into something that pays you 1% per year. Seriously, you can get a CD that pays more than that. You can go to the federal government and get a reserve note for 5% a year. That's 5 times the amount. You can quintuple your money just by putting it in the Federal Reserve notes at 5% opposed to this thing. 1%? Seriously? Come on, dude. All right. PPG. Ooh, I like PPG. Let's take a look at PPG. I'd love to call it something else, but that's the name of the company, PPG. All righty. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? It looks like it's going to the up. See, here's the high here. She comes down. Now she's going to the upside. That's pretty clear to see. Okay, but you'll be able to see it a lot better when we jump down to a 3-month chart. See, here's a 3-month chart. 3 months ago, here we are. She goes up, down, up, down. Now she's going to the upside. All right, great. Now let's look at the 30 days. Same thing, 30 days. 30 days ago, 121's our bottom, 131's our top, back down again to 123. Now she's at 127 going up. It's actually that plain to see. It's easy. Okay? So, currently, 127.98, the 128s are going for 90 cents. We just wasted our time because that's going to be a no. This week. Now, I like PPG. I buy PPG often, but not at this moment, because at this moment, it's not a full 1%. But if you like it, there you go. There you go. So, what are you doing Monday first thing? For example, for a stock market that is on its way up. All right, user 22, 160, 82, whatever the number is, okay? Okay, you're looking at it, in my humble opinion, all wrong, okay? Stock markets don't go up, stock markets go down. They balance each other out, okay? Where something's going up, something else is going down. Where something's going down, something else is going up. Money doesn't just disappear. It goes from one person to another person. That's it. It does not vanish. I talked to Fake James one time for 4 hours. Mantis Mysterious, you told me about O. You asked me O already. I gave you my opinion of O, and apparently you didn't like my answer. Okay? Here you go. 2 reasons right off the bat. I don't have to go in that much. It's a monthly, it's a no. It's at the high of the year, it's a no. Sorry, I don't like it. What dividend stocks do I have in my portfolio? I can't tell you that. Brian, how do you avoid the trap of a big dividend because the stock has sold off with bad earnings? Brian, apparently you're looking at less desirable stocks. The reason why I say that, it is very easy for a CEO or a CFO to say, hey, we need to get some more money in here. Let's pump up the dividend, okay? Hyperinflate the dividend to get some more buyers. That's exactly what they do. But they can't do it for a long period of time. That's why I look for companies that have consistency with their what do you call it, dividend increases. Let me just show you one, for instance. Okay, this is what I like to see. I'm going to go and show you one, see what you think of it. Historical prices, dividends only, and I will look at the maximum amount of dividends. Okay, so go all the way down to the bottom. All right, so 8 cents, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75. Every single increase was higher and higher and higher. GPC. There's another one. Now, we can't go all the way back to the beginning for GPC, and here's the reason why. GPC has been increasing its dividends for 7 decades. That's 70 years. So I'm only going to go back to the 90s. Okay, so here we are at 96. 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 34, 37, 39, 40, 41, 45, 50, 54, 58, 62, 66, 68, 72, 76, 79, 82, 90, 95, 1. That's consistent increases. There's over 300 companies that do exactly that. I don't care what the stock price is, because the stock price goes up, the stock price goes down. What stays consistent is the increase in dividends. If they increase it every single year, that's what I want, because I'm buying it. I'm not buying it for the stock appreciation. I'm buying it for the fact of its consistency in profitability. Okay? So if a company is consistently profitable year after year after year after year, those are the only companies I want to look at. And there's only about 300 of them. Once you figure those out, well, the hell with the rest of them. Okay, so anyway, Brian, yeah, that's how I avoid the big dividend trap. Okay? I look for consistency in increases. Waste management, ooh, that's a good one. Waste Management, WM. All right, WM, Waste Management. Here's our high, here's our low. This is where we were, this is where we are, this is the direction it's currently going. 208 is the current price. 209 is what we're looking at. The 207 is going to go for 203. The 210, not really. But the 207, yeah, it's not making the 1%, dude. Sorry. Because at the 207.50, because they don't have a 208. Because that 208.90, which is close to 209, right? Close to the 210. Yeah, it's no, sorry. The numbers just not there. I like Waste Management, I do. But it's just not working today. All right. All right, I already asked that question. Dodge Man Dover Team. ADBE. All right. ADBE. 521 bucks. ADBE. ADBE. Holy shit. All right, Dodge Man, don't take this the wrong way, dude. Look at the dividends on this company. 1991, 1 penny. 92, 1 penny. 93, 1 penny. 94, 1 penny. 95, 1 penny. 96, 1 penny. 97, 1 penny. 98, 1 penny. 99, 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry. Can I check Bank of America, Gildo DMV? Is that right? Gildo DMV, Bank of America, BAC. Okay, Bank of America. Here's our high, here's our low, here our were, here where we are, here's the direction it's going, that's plain to see. I mean, if you can't see that, you got issues. I mean, seriously. Okay, bottom, here, straight up, 39, 39, 56, the 39.50s, okay. The 39s are going to give us our 1% at 39. Okay, so the number's there. So let's check out the chart, because first thing we want to see is, are they paying a dividend? And are they consistently increasing? Well, Bank of America does. Okay? Here's our high, here's our low, here's the direction it's going. Easy to see. What are we buying it for first thing in the morning? Well, 39.15. Well, the 39 is going for 56. You take the 15 cents off of there, you're walking away with 41. Well, 41 is over 1% on a $39 stock. Okay, great. Do you only aim for 1%? Why not higher? Okay. Mentis Mysterium. Why don't I go for higher than 1%? There's a lot of different questions. There's a lot of different answers. Let me just give you a couple of them off the top of my head. One, greed got the better of me decades ago. It did. I lost $91,000 in 1 week because I was greedy, right? So I vowed never to be greedy again, to take what I need, not anymore. Okay? Okay? Take what you need, not anymore. Thou shalt glean thy fields. You know what that means? Take what you need, no more. Okay? 1% is simple, it's easy. I can do it in 5 minutes in a day. 5 minutes a day for one month, for 1 week. I can do it in less than 1 hour a week. So that's 5 or 10 minutes every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Great. 5, 10 minutes every day. Less than an hour. 1% satisfies all my financial requirements. At some point in time, I can assume you're not there yet, where money loses its luster. Okay, I'm no longer the slave to the almighty dollar. Okay, I would prefer to hang out with my grandson, hang out with my kids. I go to my son's house and I mow his lawn because I enjoy it. I go to my mother's house, I mow her lawn, I trim her hedges. Okay? I do things that I don't get paid for because I enjoy doing them. Hey, 1% a week makes me enough money to pay all my bills. Greed and gluttony got to me decades ago, and now I'm done over with that. Oh boy. Oh, Mentis Matter want me to go over that one. We'll take a look at that in a second. Bum, 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 bum. Oh wow, I'm missing all these questions. Oh, where are we? Okay, here we are, right here. Okay, Mentis Matt Mysterium said, "Why more? Why aim for 1%? Why not more?" Okay, that's something you have to grapple with your own greed on your own terms at some point. Okay, Mesh AMR American Waters, great company. Unfortunately, they are monthly optional stock. They are a dividend king, which means it's great, but they only pay. They only have okay AWR. See, they have monthly options, which means the numbers just don't work for me. Don't get me wrong, it's a great company. Okay, Mark Pins, I never heard of them. Pins. Yeah, Pinterest, no, they don't have 20 years of increased dividends. I know that much. Are you buying stocks Monday or covered calls? Well, user 221682, yeah, I'm buying stocks and I'm doing covered calls on those stocks. All right, Gildo, we already did Apple. Are wash sales something to consider when using this strategy? Yes, because you want to make sure a wash is better than losing. Okay, you don't want to lose. Trade IWM. Never heard of it. IWM. Yeah. iShares ETF. Yeah, no thank you. Halliburton. I actually have some Halliburton this week. Halliburton. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? That's easy to see. We're currently at 28.41. The 28.50s are going for 35 cents, which is over 1%. That would be a yes. So let's take a look at the chart and see what it looks like. A year ago, we're at 42. We topped off with a double top at 43.89, and that was the end of October of last year. Our bottom was 4 days ago. Let's take a look at the last 30 days to see what's happening with Halliburton. I love Halliburton, and this is like a red carpet invitation. Okay, here's your 30-day high 3 weeks ago, 32.50. Here's your 30-day bottom right here, last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today, 3 up days in a row. Okay, great. Well, it's paying over 1%. You got your 3 up days. So let's take a look at seasonality. What does Halliburton usually do, other than the fact that it is part of the what do you call it, the U.S. war machine, so those government contracts, you know, where we the people pay $20,000 for a hammer, $7,000 for a screwdriver. That bullshit. Yeah, they're one of those people. So anyway, she's going to go dip just a tiny bit before she shoots back up again. That's Halliburton. Okay. But it's a classic. Let me take a look. Classic, so 30 days ago, we're at 31, shoots up to 32.50. Here's your 30-day bottom. What happens after a 30-day bottom? Well, people like me saying, ooh, that's cheap. Let me buy some. That's exactly what happens, and then she goes back to the upside. Thoughts on IWM? Okay, day trader? Yeah, come on. I'm not a day trader. IWM is a no. VST Charles, we already talked about that. It was already a no. Something to consider with any strategy, in my opinion. What's the best website to start trading? Wow. That's going to have a lot of contingencies to it. Number one, how much time do you have in order to learn a new trading strategy on a new website? Okay, what's the ease that you want? What are the perks that you're looking for? What trading strategy are you going to implement? Because some trading strategies don't really work very well on mobile apps. Okay, so you have to decide what it is you want to do. Thoughts on CVS versus Walgreens. Blah, 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 blat. That's a weird name, but okay. Walgreens. I like Walgreens. Let's see what Walgreens did today. WBA. No, don't tell me it went down. All right. A year ago, Walgreens was at $22.33. We topped off in December at 27, the end of December at 27. Our bottom was just recently. All right, so today was a little bit up. All right. 30 days ago. Okay. 30 days ago, here's our high at 11.10. Our bottom is right here, 8.50. Okay, we go to the upside nicely. Today it's a little bit higher. So we have a higher high and a higher low today. Okay, so that's going to the upside. Cool, I like it. Now, I do own some Walgreens, but currently it's at $9. The 9 is going for 22 cents. That is more than 2%. But here's the thing. Do you like Walgreens at this point in time? Now, so let's take a look at CVS. We looked at CVS earlier. Last 30 days for CVS. Okay, look at the uptrend right here. Here's your 30-day bottom here. 3 days to the upside. 58.49 to 59s are going for 55. So you get your 1% on CVS, but you're getting 2% on Walgreens. Okay, that's my thought right there. So I do have CVS and I do have Walgreens. 86 USB, huh? US Bank Corp. All right, well, here's our high, here's our low, here's where we were, here's where we are. This is the direct. Look at this channel. I love channels. Look at that. Nice sideways channel. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Yeah. Channeling. I love channeling. Keep your eyes on stocks that channel. Whenever you see a bottom, 2 days to the upside, that's when you buy. But make sure it's a good company, especially a company that you like to own. Alrighty? Alright, so here we are, last 30 days. 30 days ago is our bottom. She shoots up, pulls back, now she's going to the upside. That is actually that easy to see. Look, up, down, up. Here's your bottom right here. 2 days to the upside. That tells you where the bottom is. 44.69 to 44.50s are going for 66. So once you take that 19 cents off there, you're still walking away with 1%, and you're in the money. I love being in the money at 1%, because being in the money at 1%, well, the stock doesn't have to even move. All it has to do is just stay where it is. Okay, I buy it tomorrow morning. I sell this, and on Friday, get all my money back, and Monday, I'm back into all cash, and I get to do it again with something else. Will this strategy work with 1M? I don't know, 1M. What are you going to do with 1M? You're going to need the other two. What's the best site to start trading? I can't answer that question because I have no idea what you're trying to look to do. TNA. What the heck? Didn't we look at TNA already? TNA. Direxion Daily Small Cap Bull ETF. TNA. I'm going to say no. Okay? The reason why I'm going to say no to TNA, look at the dividends. 2019, 17 cents, 15 cents, 1 cent, 5, 10, 4, 23, 2, 22, 3. Yeah, no thanks. I like consistency to the upside. So day trader, sorry, no. What do I think about ASTS? We looked at it a couple of days ago. It is no. Rich Bruner, I'm using white 1.3 and doing well. Rich, good for you. Day trader Rue, look good to me also. Very low volume above the consolidation, so it can move up fast. Okay, that's a good analysis. Needs to break 44.22. Good page. Cool beans. Blum, 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 blum. UGI. Tom Powell, UGI. Let's take a look at UG. What the heck is UGI? UGI. GI. Hey, James, how'd that salt work? Actually, pretty good. Oh, I missed it. Was it as good as Jesus said? No, not really. You look better without the nasty cough. Anyway, what's your thoughts on jade lizard? I have no idea what jade lizard is. But that salt, I put too much salt in the water at first and I gargled it and oh, it was horrible. But the cough disappeared really quick. Are you trying to hit the EX dividend date while you're holding and collecting option premiums? 402, no name found, no username found. No, I'm not looking to get the dividend. I use the dividend as a precursor to tell me when to look at it. Okay. Aries Lau, 253. Hello, first timer. I love your content so far. I'm taking notes. Could you explain how to calculate the 1%? Yeah. All right, to calculate the 1%, are you ready? Do you see where it says purchase price? 42.17. Okay, the purchase price, $42.17. To calculate the 1%, you take the decimal point right here, move it 2 places to the left. So instead of 42.17, it's 0.4217. So 42 cents is 1% of $42. That's how I calculate it. It's actually that easy. Okay? Here's a decimal point, move it over 2 places. 42 cents is 1% of $42. Okay? Topal, you're looking at Wells Fargo. Woohoo, Wells Fargo, WFC. Wells Fargo and Company. I like Wells Fargo. They've been in business for over 100 years, and they are a dividend king, which means they've increased their dividends consecutively every single year. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? 53.79 to 54s are going for 61. Yes, that's over 1%. Okay, it's actually that easy. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? What's the current price? 53.80. The closest strike price is the 54. The 54 is selling for 61. What is 1% of $54? $53? 53 cents. Okay, is 61 cents higher than 53 cents? Yes, it is. So it's more than 1%. It's actually that easy. What book did I say? That was Wall Street Money Machine by Wade Cook. All right, so Wells Fargo. A year ago, 43. We bottomed out at 38.38, and that was in October. The top was in the middle of May, and that was 62.55. So last 30 days. Oh, doesn't that look sweet? Who came up with this one? Tom Powell. Nice pick. Check it out. 30 days ago, 55. We jumped up to 59, which is over 10%. Then we dropped down to 50, which is another 10% drop. Okay. Now, 2 days to the upside. We're sitting at 53.79. That's giving us 1%. Now, what does Wells Fargo usually do this time of year? Well, simply put, Wells Fargo. Ooh, that don't look good. Okay, remember the blue dot is where we are right at this moment. Blue dot. Okay, Friday is here. So it almost goes sideways for a week. And then she drops next week. So, if I like Wells Fargo, I'm going to do the 53 as opposed to the 54. Okay? The 53, I'd still be getting over 1%. I might even check the 52.50. Okay, the 52.50, if I'm still getting my 1%, yeah, I'd do that. I'd want to go further into the money and get less return, but a safer trade. Okay? My ideal is to jump in on a Monday, get out on a Friday, and do it again. See, when I was a kid, we grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, all right? So my childhood was in the 60s and 70s. It was a blast back in those days. All those crazy things you hear, yeah, they're all true. It was a blast. All right, so anyway, I forget where I was going. I forget where I was going with that point. Oh, well. All right, so next on the list. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Marathon Mon. We already looked at Nike. The next day could be lower than the 30-day low. Brian, you're absolutely right. Could be. Bought stocks a month ago. Can I still buy covered calls on the stocks? Okay, Mark Sherman, if you bought the stock, so if you already own the stock, you don't buy the covered calls, you sell the covered calls. Okay? Selling a covered call against something you already own. All right, Mentis Mysterium. Dividend on O is 4% per month. Since it is a REIT, why not? I love it when people question me. Because, you know, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn. Okay, so, questioning me. Love it. Let's pull O right up here. O. All right, let's go all the way back to as many dividends as we can come up with. All right, so O goes all the way back to 2020. Okay? 2020, see it? Here it is, over here. 2020. In 2020, it was 9 cents. 2021, it was 9 cents. No increase whatsoever. 2022, it's 9 cents. No increase whatsoever. 2023, well, half of the year it's 9 cents. The other half it's 10. 2024, 10, 11. 24 it went to 11. 2025 still 11. 2026 still at 11. Okay, it goes to 12, 13, 14. Okay, 2008 it goes to 14. 2009's at 14, 2010's at 14, 2011's at 14, 2012's at 14, 2013 goes to 15, then to 18. Then it goes to, stays at 18 for a couple of years, goes to 19, goes to 20, 21, stays at 21, then goes to 22, 23. Okay, so she goes up, but not consistently every single year. All right? All right, goes up, but not consistently. Now, you said O has a 4% per month since it's a REIT. So, if you're saying, Mentis Mysterium, that O gets 4% per month, hypothetically speaking, the rate of return should be 48%. Correct? Because 4% a month is 48%. However, Yahoo Finance tells me that O rate of return is 5%. And the dividend yield, the dividend is only $3.16. So I'm not quite sure where you're getting your numbers from. Okay? It says right here, forward dividend, $3.16, and the yield, 5% yield. Okay? A yield is when you invest money, what kind of return are you getting back? Okay, so I don't know where you got your figure of 4%. So if you'd like to share where you got your information at 4%, because it's different than Yahoo Finance, which is what me and millions of other people use to figure out things. Okay, so for the fun of it, let's go to Google Finance. Google Finance. Okay, I want to look up O. Okay, O is at 62.68. Day range, volume, blah, 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 blah. Dum, dum. Revenue up 31%. Operating expenses up 21%. Net income 32. Profit margin, blah, blah, blah. Effective tax rate, blah, blah, blah. Cash flow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's not giving me any freaking information whatsoever. Okay. O Realty. What information looking at for? Oh, there you go. Annual rate of return. There we go. Okay. O Realty income stock is at 20% over the past 12 months. Over the past 12 months. 20%. 20% over the last 12 months. That's not 4% a year. I mean, not 4% a month. It's 20%, okay, anyway, over the past 12 months. So far, it's up 13% for the year. 13% for the year. We're in week number 34, and it's only up 13%. Okay? The 5-year total return is 13%. That's a little over 1% per month. Meaning invest blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, I'm not sure who is right. Yahoo Finance or Google or you. But that's 3 different answers. Okay? So I'm not quite sure. But O Realty has never been on my list because it is a monthly optionable stock. And monthly optionable stocks just don't work for me. I like a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I never get that with O. My son says salt ain't that good either. But take lizard, blah, blah, blah. All right. But Jade's lizard strategy, hold on. But Jade's lizard, I forgot, I didn't get that question. Uh-oh. All right. So, Mentis Mysterium, I have no idea where you're getting your information from, but I don't like monthlies. They just don't work. All right. It's at 62 right now. The 62.50s are going for 55 cents. Okay, barely 1%. Got 4 days left. Okay, cool. Get you 1% for this last week. But let's look at next week. Currently the price is $62.75. The 62.50 is going for $1.25. Ooh, that's 2%. It is. That's awesome. 2%. That's for a month. Yo, bro, how do you tell my wife of 20 years that I've been sleeping with my dad, with her dad for the last 5? What are you asking these stupid questions for? You're looking better with that nasty cough, thanks. Okay, anyway. All right, so next month's covered call at 62.68 would be the 62.50. It's going for $1.25. Well, that's 2%. Great. But how long do you have to hold on to it to get that 2%? Well, 32 days. Well, 32 days, well, 32 days is 4.5 weeks. So now I got to take that 2% and divide it by 4.5. So now I'm getting less than 0.5% per week. The numbers just don't work with monthlies. And I don't know why some of you people just don't understand that. I see. Dividend is high because of the price of selling off. Brian, I don't know which one you're talking about, but okay. When assessing a dividend stock, what's a minimum percentage yield that you recommend? All right, Charles, I don't look at the yield, okay? And the reason why I don't look at the yield is because I'm looking for consistency in increased dividends. I don't care about the yield. Yield could be 0.5%. I really don't care. I want consistency with the profitability. Okay, so if they increase their dividend every single year, that means every single year they got to be profitable. There's no other way of looking at it, because you can't give someone a percentage of your profits and not have it go up if you're continuously profitable. If I'm continuously profitable, look at it this way. When you were 17 or 18 years old, maybe you got a job at $3 or $4 an hour and you paid a certain amount of taxes. Okay. So as the years progress, your taxes go higher and higher and higher because you make more and more money year after year after year. It's the same thing. Why would I want to invest my money into a company that's not consistently profitable? It's an interesting question. And I don't see why some people just don't grasp that. All right. Bitto. Yeah, no, I don't do Bitto. Charles, I am referring to a minimum yield year that you recommend. I don't. And I thought I said that. Do I have a website? Yeah, the 10-Minute Trader. Can we sell covered calls in the money? Yes, we can. You sell weekly calls at the strike right over the price. Okay, Chris, it's all about the money. Okay, Josh, what about Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola has absolutely horrible premiums. Okay, 72.10. Okay, the 72s are going for 56 cents. I've never once seen Coca-Cola pay 1% or more. With info. Oh, Patty Seal Legs. Patty Seal Legs. My website, that is right here. Let's go back here a bit. Home. All right, Patty. The10minutetrader.com. Now be leery of which one you go to. Okay? The one that's attached to my website. If you're really interested, Patty, DM me your phone number. I'll give you a call. We can chat. This may be for you. It may not. It's not for everyone. It's slow. It's boring. It's monotonous. It only makes 1% a week. I mean, that's the goal. All right. PBR, that sounds familiar. Why does PBR sound familiar? PBR. Oh, Brazil oil. Okay. PBR. Brazil oil. All right, I want to look at historical data. Dividends only. All the dividends they got. This is all over the place also. And they only have dividends for... Oh yeah, this one right here only pays dividends twice a year. Do you play the game of golf? No, sorry, Mark, I don't. I'm blind in one eye, so as soon as I hit that ball, it disappears. I can't see it anymore. What's the September 18th rate cut going to do? I honestly don't know. It has nothing to do with me. Kyler. Is that right? Kyler? Kyler, is that right? You were right about them yesterday. Okay. Well, PBR pays twice a year. But look at the dividends. No consistency whatsoever. 32, 23, 6, 11, 25, 19, 26, 21, 27, 47, 23, 17, up, down, all the way up. Look, 26, 24, 22, 14, 21, 27, 44, 3. Yeah, no thanks. Blah, 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 blah. No thanks. All right, Kyler. Is that Kyler? I want to learn how can invest in stocks and how can I cash the money if I make money. Okay, so Keller, is it Kyler? It looks like Kyler. Anyway, I have 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Now, I have 2 accounts in particular. Both of them have a debit card and a credit card attached to them. So, something I heard many years ago. Why the rich are rich? Because the rich don't spend their money. They spend the interest of their money. So let's say hypothetically you have $100,000 and you make 1% a week. 1% a week is $1,000 a week. So if my bills are less than $1,000 a week, well, then I'm not touching the principal. I'm only spending the interest. So Kyler, at some point in time, I have no idea how much money you have. I have no idea what you have in mind, and I have no idea what your risk. I know absolutely nothing about you other than the fact that you want to learn. Okay, fine. At some point, you have to figure out how much money do you need on a monthly basis. Once you figure that out, then you figure out, and it's easier to figure out how much do you need in order to get there. Okay? So if you need $10,000 a month to live comfortably, well, you need $250,000 in order to be able to pull that off. Because at $250,000, 1% a week is $2,500. 25 times 4, 2,500 times 4 is 10 grand. That's if you need 10 grand a month to live. Now, if you need $1,000 a month to live, well, you only need 25 grand to live comfortably at 1% per week. So it all depends on where you are. You sell your positions, but be reminded of the short-term capital gains tax. Charles, I like the fact that you're trying to help out. If you're going to help out in that manner, tell them to go to search for a tax strategist so you don't have to pay capital gains. Because you don't. I didn't mean to. I thought my questions weren't seen. Well, it's not that they're not seen. It's like I've got 6 cameras going. Okay? One here on Facebook, one here on Instagram, one here on TikTok, one here on YouTube, another one on TikTok, and another one on YouTube. So I'm getting questions from everyone, from each direction. TikTok has the most questions, so it takes a while to get to all of them. So, Mentis Mysterium, yeah, 5% Merrill. I have no idea what that means. I said 4 because I checked out UMC and theirs is 4. I have no idea who UMC is. Ace, dude, nice to see you again. I hope you're behaving. What's a dividend? Mackay Jensen. Short explanation, por favor. Oh, certainement, mon chéri, por favor. Okay, a dividend. Okay? Now, a dividend is a small portion of the profits that the company, the corporation, gives back to the investors. So when you buy a stock in a company, okay, some companies share the profits with the investors, other companies do not share their profits. So a dividend is a portion of the profits of the company that goes back to the investors. That's a short explanation. So as an investor, you're entitled to a portion of the profits. Can you give me a little bit more information about covered calls? MK, how are you today? All right, a covered call. Now, MK, there's tons and tons, literally tons and tons of videos on YouTube that explain what a covered call is. But briefly, let's take PBR for example. If I'm going to do a covered call on PBR, let's say I want to do one covered call. One covered call is equal to 100 shares of stock. So I have to buy 100 shares of stock at $14.84. That's $1,484. That's 1,000 shares. And that's 100 shares. Okay? For 100 shares, I can sell somebody the right, but not the obligation to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date. Now, when I say a certain price, that's the strike price. Okay, right now the current price, $14.84. The closest strike price would be $15. Okay? Now, by a certain date, well, you have to pick which option you want. 20 September, that expires this Friday. 27 September, that expires next Friday. 4 October, that's 3 Fridays away, 4 Fridays away, 5 Fridays away, so on and so forth every Friday. I only do weekly options. Okay, that allows me to get a check every week. All right? So, a covered call, you buy 100 shares of any stock and you sell an option for someone to buy it from you. for basically the same price you paid for it, and you collect what is called the premium. So as long as the premium is more than 1%, that's a yes for me. Short explanation. Okay. Charles, this strategy is about income. Income generated from premiums, capital appreciation is icing on the cake. Nice explanation, Poseidon's last moment. Do NASDAQ. I don't think NASDAQ is even a stock. PB&J is tasty. I like PB&J with bananas. I do. Topol, good night. Have a nice night. Oh, shit. It's 11:30. It is time to say good night. How does one locate a quality tax strategist? That's a good question. Okay, you're going to have to do some searching high and low. Not everybody is qualified to be a tax strategist. Okay, there are ways where you do not have to pay taxes legally, but you need someone to guide you on that path. Thank you. I've been participating for 6 months, and this strategy delivers exactly what you preach. Hey, Bo, nice to see you again. Bo, what's your okay, I'd like to know that too. Bo, what is your ROI for the last 6 months? I'm new. Are you doing the wheel strategy? Blah, 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 blah. No. Now, the reason why I'm not doing the wheel strategy, which is a good strategy, it really is. The reason I'm not doing that is because when I explained to you at the very beginning, this strategy that I created for my 9-year-old daughter, okay, had to be simple. The wheel strategy is not as simple as you think it is. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That's why I don't teach the wheel strategy. It's a good strategy, and it's great to implement it. There's a few other factors you have to factor in and change your approach. But it's a great strategy. Don't get me wrong. James, thanks. What time do you start your lives? 9 p.m. every evening. How many different dividend stock companies do you hold? Well, at this moment in time, this account I have 6. This account I have 7. And I think this account I have 4. Yeah, so there you go. 6, 7, and 4. My other account with Robinhood has about 20 because I use different strategies there. Okay? Now, I do different strategies, but only one here. And I have 6 different accounts, but I only share 3 with you guys. I'm a nice guy, but I'm really not that nice. I got to draw the line somewhere. I teach this strategy to you guys for free. I don't expect anything from you. If you want to join, you want to buy something, hey, that's up to you. Okay? What are you primarily holding? Dividend stocks. Okay, Bo, you're up 0.86 results so far, up 22,018 weeks. Started slow. Not wrong with that at all, Bo. As a matter of fact, I commend you. I commend you for starting slow and just continuing to stay with it. Okay? Now, is that 0.86 per week? Because it says you're up 22K in 18 weeks. I mean, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Because everybody's going to start somewhere. Okay? Nobody jumps on a track and runs a 4-minute mile the first time out. No, they don't. It's a slow progression to get there. Okay, 0.86 average per week. That's pretty good. If you keep doing, hold on a second. Okay, 0.86 multiplied by 52. Cool. You're on track to do over 40% so far, Bo. Good for you. Oh, all right. So we're past 11:30. You guys have a great night. I'm trying not to talk too much to keep my voice from from dying on me. So nobody showed up on Facebook today. What a bummer. You guys have a great night, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. All right, over here on Instagram, you guys have a lovely night. And you guys here on TikTok, what is the lowest long-term dividend stock? Okay, Mentis Mysterious, the longest I've ever held anything, I'm talking anything, is 9 months. Okay, I've been investing for 20 years, and the longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. And I didn't do it because I want. No, I won't hold anything. I don't want to hold anything. All right. Guys, have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. Because the sun will come out tomorrow. Wipe away. Oh, what happened to Gap, which was rebounding and beat the last 3 quarters? Michael, great question. Ask me tomorrow. Okay? 11 to 9:30. Oh, wait, sorry. 9 a.m. Sorry. See, it's late. I'm losing track of thought. 9 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. Okay?